Okay, that's great. Let me see if we can do something a bit interactive. How many of you have a LinkedIn profile? If you have a LinkedIn profile, just click and raise your hand inside the participation. If you know how to do it, the reactions, click on the reaction. Yeah. Isaac has a LinkedIn profile. The rest of you don't have LinkedIn profiles. Okay. Okay, 3 more people have. Okay. Let's see. Let me look in the gallery. Okay. 3 of us have LinkedIn profiles. In this modern day and age, one of the places where you have to be, very important places that you have to be, is on LinkedIn. That's where you put all your experiences, the things that are on your CV. They are supposed to be on your LinkedIn. That's where I pack everything. So let's begin with our mission for today. Today we are going to talk about how to write, or I'm going to give you tips. I'm not going to tell you how to write it, but I'm going to give you tips on how to write an effective CV. And also we are going to look at someone's CV. I told you to send me your CVs. So I've selected one that I'm going to give you ideas on how to improve it. And if any of you doesn't know me, I am Aida Maxey. I have a YouTube channel that I talk about studies and work abroad. So let me see. I want you to mute yourself. BC. On how to write a CV. I have used it myself and it has worked for me, so maybe it can work for you. I have a list of things written down here which we are going to talk about. So to begin with this fun thing, I want you to write. Let me open a whiteboard here. Can we all see this whiteboard?
Yeah, yes, we can see.
Yeah, I want you to write everybody should write their email address here for me. Write your email address in the whiteboard. You can all access it. Write your email addresses there. Let me see. Are you able to access it? BC, Isaac, I don't see anybody typing. Maybe we can talk about our email addresses. Who would like to mention their email address to me? Isaac, what's your email address? B Baby has written her email address here. Okay. Write it inside the chat, inside the clipboard that I put here, so that all of us can see. Okay. So the long and short of the email writing we are doing here is to express how your email alone on your CV can spoil your chances. You know, when we were starting the emails, like maybe when you were starting to find an email address, you were thinking of something very fancy, and then you wrote like maybe crazycozy@yahoo.com or maybe love23, like that kind of fancy names. If you are getting into the professional world, if you are going to study your master's degree and you're asked to bring a CV, the name that you have, your email address, says a lot about you. So it's better to remain professional. So you can carve your email address based on maybe your first name, your second name, and then @gmail.com. If the name is taken, you can reverse it, maybe your last name and your first name. You understand? Don't write crazy things in your email like happygo@gmail.com or silly, like that kind of names. It doesn't work. So one of the first tips that I'll tell you is that work on your CV. To work on your CV is like have a professional email address. Right now, you have to go home and create a new email address that looks professional. So that's number one. And then secondly, you need a LinkedIn profile. I think I'll dedicate a whole video on how to make yourself accessible on a LinkedIn. We are all trying to go to school. We are all trying to get new jobs. So these tips that I'm giving can work for you if you want to be accessible, if you want to write an effective CV to get a job, to get a new job, this one will work for you. And if your school also asks you for a CV, this tips I'm giving you will also work for you. And then in the CV, there are different sections. There is let me close this thing. So there are different sections on a CV, which most of us know already. First, you have some kind of contact information. Then you give a brief description about yourself, very short, 2 lines. Then there's a professional experience, that's your work experience. And then after that, we talk about your education. Then maybe if you have some certificates. And for me, I'll also have another section for volunteering experience. And then you can put some of your skills here. So this is from one of our friends here. So for academic, if you're applying to school, I advise that you put your education experience or your education, your background at the top, because you're applying to study, not to work. Okay, you're applying to study, not to work. So after that, if you are not applying to school and it is a work, then you can use your professional experience you can bring your professional experience at the top. So that is something very small. It's optional. That is what I do, and it has worked for me. And I'm just telling you to try and follow the same process. So that is the tip number 3. And then the number 4, most of us, one of the big mistakes that we do for our CVs is that we make it too like tax oriented. When we are writing our what we did, in our previous jobs or in our previous education. We make it task-oriented, but we have to change it and make it result-oriented. One of the videos I watched and some books I read about CV writing, they have something they call XYZ bullet points formula. XYZ bullet form. And I call it a result-oriented CV. So you have to always, instead of saying, for example, instead of saying confirming bank payments, as well as raising check requisitions for customers and clients, instead of writing this, you should write confirmed. Don't say confirming, say confirmed bank payments. You confirm bank payments, that's what you have been doing. And then say what it did. What was the results of what you did? Maybe it increased clients. It increased client or customers retention by maybe 30%. By me confirming their confirmed bank payments with a very faster rate of 100% or 110% more than previous so and so, and then it increased the clients to maybe 100% or 30%. You have to put what you did at the job, what result it generated, and what was the outcome. How did you do it? Because when they are looking through your CV, they don't want to see you just writing the tasks that you performed at work or the courses you just took. Say what you did, the outcome, the percentage of change. Put some number, put some quantity, because when they look at it, it makes them realize, okay, most of them, when they're looking at your CV, they're looking at what they can gain from what you are bringing on board, okay? So they are saying, okay, this person did that and increased customer retention. Okay, they did this and increased customers, or it helped the company to land new partnerships and raised revenue. So they're looking at what you did to grow your company, what you did to increase revenue. So that is what you should write. If you just write, maintain excellent financial standing, you have to make it more result-oriented. You maintained it. What is the number? What financial standing are you talking about? Is it clear? So that is what you should write. Don't just write the tasks that you accomplished. Like, okay, I was keeping records or writing reports. It doesn't say anything. Anybody can write reports, but what did it help? How did it help the company that you were inside? So always keep that in mind. Don't just write tasks. What you did, that's that. But write. That sets you apart from the many people who are applying. So very quickly, let's move to the next step. The next step for you is the problem of not putting keywords, the keywords that's the requirements, the job requirements, or the program requirements has, you don't have any of the keywords inside, and that can really shoot you in your foot, because they don't have time to look through all the CVs. They don't have time to look through all the motivational letters. They normally pass it through some system, a software that will look through the candidates' letters, the CVs, and then they see which of them has some particular keywords they're looking for. So one way of doing this is, let's check. There is a website here that you can use to check your keywords, like some keywords that you need to put inside your CV. So for instance, this is a requirement for one of the programs in one of the universities that you are applying to. And they have, you can look at the places like the competence and skills. Okay. You can also look at the outcome, and mostly because they are looking for, if you meet the requirements, it's better to look at the entry requirements. Okay, you just copy it like this, and then you go to any of the websites that helps with the content keyword search or word cloud. So you just paste it here, and then it generates a word cloud. And you see there are many words here that shows what they are looking for. And if they realize that, if they pass it through the system and they realize that there's nothing like object-oriented programming inside your CV, and they're looking for people who have that background. They are looking at people who have bachelors. They have the people who have bachelor's degree. Those who have 30 credits. Okay. So if some of these important keywords are not inside your CV, it also applies to your motivational letter. Then they are just, it's going to be dex rejected. You get what I mean? So that's one of the ways you can use to find the kind of keywords that should be inside your CV. It also applies for motivational letters and so on. Secondly, people use buzzwords inside their CV and their motivational letters. Buzzwords. I just did a search for buzzwords and cliches. So in your CV, you are putting so many buzzwords. For instance, you have detail-oriented, I'm a team player. Everybody's a team player. Results-driven, self-motivated, go-getter, hardworking. You're just putting all these cliches, those nice words. That will sell. How did you get these skills? How are you hardworking? What did you do? Show why you're hardworking. Okay, don't just put plenty words there. And I was responsible for, instead of saying I'm responsible, say that I transformed something. I developed this. Okay, that makes it more convincing than just putting plenty words. And I can see some examples here that our friend did the same thing. When you look inside the first two, the summary, a results-driven person with a strong motivation to learn, seeking to combine passion, professional knowledge, and inclusive skill set to a challenging, demanding, rewarding, collaborative, just throwing in nice words. It's not going to help you get anywhere, but rather write exactly what you did. Say, I was able to do that and that, and I learned these from my job because of the difficult assignment and the complex tasks. It helped me to become very hardworking. I hope you get what I mean. And one of the other, through my research, I also found out about the fact that many employers are also talking about the fact that the CVs mostly contain like technical skills and less of soft skills. Okay, so mostly you have the things that you do, and then you see all the technical skills. The keywords are maybe ticking, like it's working. But when it comes to soft skills, that's the employers need those things that build the team and relationship-wise, how you work with people, how you face difficult challenges. You don't see them inside. Examples of soft skills are being coachable, and then being empathetic, effective communication, okay, critical thinker, creativity. They also want to see some of these things, not only the soft skills like, okay, I'm a programmer, I know this software, I know how to use this Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. So yeah, those are the things that you should avoid on your CV when you really want to have an effective CV that can get you into school or get you a job. Yeah. I hope that's straightforward for all of you.
Yes, please.
And maybe the last thing is about some countries, they don't like you to put a picture on your CV. Don't put a picture. So others allow it. So it's better you just avoid putting a picture. And we will never know. Somebody might just see the picture and get angry. We will not even read the rest of your things. So yeah, today that's what I came to tell you. I'm still receiving requests from you and those who have also ordered for the CV review. Some of them are already underway, and we are going to deliver all for you in 1 week. So if you need a CV review or motivational letter review, we are still taking orders. But yeah, I'm going to give like 5 minutes for anyone who has any question regarding this. Or is crystal clear? You don't have any questions? Okay, go ahead. Richard, you have a question?
Yes, thank you very much, Ida. Mine is not a question per se, but I just want to urge my learned colleagues at their leisure times, they should continue watching your videos because they are very, very educative. And that is what I always do. And some of the things, that's why I don't ask questions, because some of the questions, as I keep watching, I continue to get understanding. And there is no need, if I come and ask questions, it means I'm repeating myself, because some of the things you have said it already over and over, very explanatory. So thank you very much. And that is what I have.
Thank you so much, Richard. I'm happy that you are finding value in the videos I've done, and I hope everyone who watches it also has the same value, and that you continue watching. So I think that everything is crystal clear. No question here. Wow. So that's wonderful. Have a nice evening. Good night, everyone, and thank you for coming. Make sure you like this video. It's going to be it's already on live on YouTube. So like it and share it. And have a great time.
Inside your clothing. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted. Okay.
What did you say, Isaac?
I have a little bit distracted since I am just coming from a program. So I was online,
you can watch again. Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube.
No problem, but I just wanted to ask something. I don't know. If all the schools are normally require CV?
No, you just have no, it's not all the. Just check the school you have applied, check their requirements, not all of them.
So, okay, it will show in the requirement section.
Yes.
And because
I am watching the videos at all.
I watch. Just that sometimes I'm a very busy type. Sometimes I watch. Sometimes I don't own it down. I leave it. But a very busy type. I try to get the best No problem. I'll try and watch your video that have such content.
Okay.
Thank you very, very much for your sacrifice. I'm grateful. We'll see you.
Alright.
We'll see you. We'll see you in Sweden next year.
Amen. Amen.
All right.
And
Bye.
the one who volunteered their CV, I don't want to mention the name, but thank you very much.
The names are already there.
Oh, you saw it? Oh no.
I wouldn't know. I didn't see. I'm just trying to. No, I said I would not concentrate.
Many of you see the name.
I thought you showed it, but we know where they came from.
Oh, you do? Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.